Yes, of course. Good evening to you and welcome to the Mixpiration show with myself, Bright, in the hot seat. As you know, we do every Sunday. We actually, make it happen right here on ABN Radio UK, Orlando's Afropolitan radio station. We play the uncommon gospel songs for you, for your Sunday evening relaxations. So just, get a seat and sit down because today is going to be an extra because we've got this wonderful couple coming through, and it's all about love and relationship discussions right here in the studios. You can actually go to YouTube and watch us live on there. It is ABN Radio UK YouTube page. You can go there right now and watch us on YouTube. You can also share a comment on the YouTube video, and if we have to read it, we'll read it out. For now, it is good evening, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Keep me in my time zone when my mind's gone and I'm flying home and I'm stressed out and I'm tempted to get that styrofoam and go pull it up, but you know what's up and you know that ain't gonna solve nothing. I mean, Lord forbid I might fall or something, I'm all another cause to hold me down like bitch straps to the psych ward. It's killing me, but you still with me when I fight hard. And you digging me when I'm egging you. Deal with me when my car's pulled. Could've dealt with me, but you fell for me before I fell for you. Keep me on that right path and the right math. It's you plus nothing's everything. You my everything. Saying you ain't gotta question my allegiance, cause the way you love me, I can never leave you. I need you.
By my side, thick and thin, highs and lows, don't let go. We gon' ride, we gon' win, don't know how, all I know. You, all I ever needed. You, all I ever needed. You, all I ever needed. You, all I ever needed.
How did I fall in this? No condition that get a mention, but you offer this unconditional love. I swear I sell it all for this. Trying to keep it together, forgive my awkwardness, but often it's just you and me off in this. Badly in shadows, and I know they trying to pick me off in this, but all I need is you. It's funny just how off I get when I ain't riding with you. No adjectives for your awesomeness. They burning one for that burnout. This life done got them all turned out. Took time out to put time in, so I turn to you when I want out. Need is you. You slow me down cause you know me now, but my phone is smiling. I'm acting like it's all copacetic. It's so pathetic, so true. Know what you do? You keep me cool in the summer when they be dressing less and I be wanting to show off and stunt. There ain't nothing to want. You give me all that I need. All I need is you to keep that fire burning for me. All I need is you.
By my side, thick and thin, highs and lows, don't let go. We gon' ride, we gon' win, don't know how, all I know. You, all I ever needed. 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 Ain't nobody gon' get in the way. Put that on my money in the bank, cause you do what the mothers can't. And I love that, yeah. We gon' ride till the wheels fall off. Above it all, we can never fall, yeah. Hold my hand, we can have it all. Hold my hand, we can have it all. By my side, thick and thin, highs and lows, don't let go. We gon' ride, we gon' win, don't know how, all I know. You, all I ever needed. You, all I ever needed. All I ever needed. brand new.
I know one thing's true, I don't even really deserve to know you, but I'm a witness that you did this and I'm brand new. So I'm ready to go, and I'ma tell the world what they need to know. A slave to myself, but you let me go. I tried getting high, but it left me low. You did what they could never do. You cleaned up my soul and gave me life, I'm so brand new, and that's all that matters. I ain't love you first, but you first loved me. In my heart I cursed you, but you set me free. I gave you no reason to give me new seasons, to give me new life, new breathing. But you hung there bleeding, you died for my lies and my cheating, my lust and my greed. What is a man that you mindful of him? And what do I have to deserve this loving?
Trying to make the moments last, holding on to the past, but like a hero in a dream, Christ came and he rescued me. Now I'ma tell the world, tell the world, tell them. I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them. Yeah, I'm a billboard, tell the world, and I'm broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you wanna know, I'm brand new.
I can't offer you nothing, but your carrot kindness keep coming, and your love is so unconditional. I get butterflies in my stomach. I got the old me in the rear view, got a new me, got a clear view. I was so dead I couldn't hear you. Too deep in sin to come near you, but you drew me in, you clean me up, to take me home, beam me up. Before you do, just let me tell the truth and let these folks know that I done seen your love, and it's everlasting, infinite. It goes on and on, you can't measure it, can't quench your love, that can't separate us from the love of God. There's no estimate. My face look the same, my frame and rearranged, but I'm changed. I promise I ain't the same. Your love so deep, you suffered and took pain. You died on the cross to give me a new name. Ain't nothing like I seen before. I got a beam and glow. I was low down and dirty, but you clean me, Lord. You adopted me, you keep rocking me. I'ma tell the world and ain't nobody stopping me.
Trying to make the moments last, holding on to the past, but like a hero in a dream, Christ came and he rescued me. Now I'ma tell the world, tell the world, tell them. I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them. Yeah, I'm a billboard, tell the world, tell them. Broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you want it more. I'm brand new.
So therefore, if anyone
Wow, what a great tune from Ty Tribbett. Bless the Lord, he calls this one. I told you earlier on that we'll be having a wonderful, I would say special guest, a young couple in the studios. And as a matter of fact, they are right here in the studios of ABN Radio UK. And just about a few minutes, you'll be hearing their voices very shortly. But I just don't want to rush yet. So I'll keep you in suspense. But they go by the names Abby and Janet. They are Mr. and Mrs. Olugan. So they'll be talking to us about their life experience concerning their love life. You know, dating, marriage, children after marriage, and whatever is happening right now in their lives. They'll be sharing all the gist with us right here on ABN Radio UK, your London's Afropolitan radio station. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. All right.
ABN Radio.
London!
London's Afropolitan radio station.
Yes, there were times in my life when I thought
All right, so that's a great tune by Ty Tribbett again, and he calls this one He Turned It. Obviously, God turned everything that is negative to positive in our lives, and that is why we are still here this time. That's why we are out of the bondages, or you're out of all the problems that you've been facing for a while now. So God has turned it, as Ty Tribbett said. I have told you already that I've got this wonderful couple in the studios. I've been keeping suspense for a while, but hey, I'm gonna break the silence. Let me just say hello to my wonderful guest. Hello.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi.
Yes, you see,
It's
the
an
man's
honor.
voice is very huge. Hello. Yeah? That's real man.
It's
Yeah.
an
Okay,
honor.
we'll try.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
having
You're
us.
welcome. Thank you
And
for
the
having me.
willingness to share your love experience to the world.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So let me just give you an experience on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and you will definitely see the wonderful guest we have here in the studios. They go by the name Abby and Janet, Mr. and Mrs. Olugan. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right.
You're doing very
Very
well.
close. Very close.
Very close,
Very
yeah. All right, what's the actual name?
It's Ologun.
Ologun.
I
Okay.
think it's Ologun, but it's
Ologun.
No, sure.
Okay.
It's Ologun.
All right, cool. That's fine. So let's get the ball rolling. I know you are Janet.
yes,
I know you did Miss Ghana UK.
I did.
Of
Quite a few years back.
course,
2013 actually, so it's
Not
quite
that
a few
far.
years
of
back.
course.
Still cutting on one finger, so.
So would you want to share with us who is Janet, just for a starter?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting us. It's such an honor. We actually love Mixpiration, and
thank you.
we're glad that you've given us the opportunity to come and sort of share our thoughts as well on the Deep Convo. Yep, as most people know me as Janet on social media, Aurora Jane, or Jane at home. Just a simple young lady who was former Miss Ghana UK 2013. Worked my way up now. I'm actually doing part-time. I've gone back to work now, but we got married and had a son. So I've been on maternity, gone back to work, doing part-time now, whilst my husband works full-time and does a part business. And
Okay.
yeah, so we're just, I suppose, just getting through life as young couples and
Cool.
trying to understand life. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
All right, and Mr. Abby, would you want to
Yes,
introduce yourself?
my name is Abidemi Ologo.
Yeah.
As I say in my language, it's Abidemi Ologo. Well, I am Janet's husband. We met in a very fantastic way, actually. We met at work.
Okay.
And from there, we took it from there. It's been a couple of years now, but yeah, here we are, happily married.
Great.
After trials and tribulations, so to speak,
Yeah, certainly.
as you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here now, and currently I work for a company, or with a company, doing IT, and I also got my own business
Okay.
as an IT entrepreneur as well. What I
fantastic.
essentially do is come into the company, have a look at your IT infrastructure,
Okay.
and if it needs upgrading or changing around, that's what I do. Yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell about me, but about my family life. As you can see, my wife is looking beautiful. I thank God for that. Not just me.
Yeah,
Thank God for that.
Blushing.
You see, you should see all the things happening right
Oh
here.
my God.
All right.
Good one.
Before we start all the interesting discussions, I would say let's wait for a while.
Sure.
I want us to. All right. So if you are currently listening, you can join us via text message or WhatsApp. The number is 0788747594 0788747594. You can also call the studios on 0208 670 7300. Number again 0208 670 7300. We will continue the discussion right after this.
ABN Radio.
London!
London's premier Afropolitan station.
Consider that life wasted. Consider the heart ripped out of a family. Consider the potential never realized. Are these the things you consider when you carry a knife? It's not about street cred. It's about staying alive. Drop that knife. Save your life.
I got caught in an addiction, and I couldn't find my way out of that cardboard box. It kept grasping onto me. Before I realized it, I couldn't stop using it.
Comes like a primal instinct. It's god-awful.
I needed a program that would save my life, and I found Narcanon.
Narcanon gave me my life back, 100%. Call Narcanon today at 01435 512 460. 01435 512 460.
Are you a business owner? How well do people know your business and what do you have to offer? How about telling them in your own words? ABN Radio is giving you the opportunity to tell your business story. Share information about your products and services. Tell us about the amazing positive reviews your business has had and invite new clients to try them out for themselves. Call our business hotline on 0755 7042 407 to register your interest. My Business Story is a new infomercial radio segment coming soon on ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station. Tune in to Valentine's Day on ABN Radio for our top 50 favorite love songs, advice from relationship gurus, romantic giveaways, and a very special show from 7 p.m. called The Love Express. So join us right here on London's Afropolitan radio station this Wednesday, the 14th of February.
All right, so we are back, and good evening if you just tuned in to ABN Radio UK, London's Afropolitan radio station. It is the Mixpiration show with a new segment called The Deep Convo, where I have this sweet couple here. You know, even the introduction was a fire, like something was about to happen. it was a boom in the studio just for introduction, you know. So just imagine the actual discussion right here. So don't change the dial to anywhere. Just, you know, stay tuned, and we'll be unveiling all the love stories one after the other right here on ABN Radio UK. All right, so if you want to listen to us, you can go to TuneIn. You can also go to Facebook, that is at ABN Radio UK, or go to YouTube, that is ABN Radio UK, our YouTube page, and watch us live on there. You can also listen to us on DAB in your cars and at home. You know, so ABN, we are worldwide. Whether you are home, you are outside the UK, whether you are in your car, wherever you are in this world, you can definitely listen to us. All right, welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
Great. So would you want to share how you guys met?
Okay, do you want to take that one?
Well, I have a take on it, and I think he has a take on it.
Sure.
Cool.
But we've met at work, in a sense.
Well, in a nutshell, we met at work. But if we were to go into the nutshell and look at every corner, or all the lines or all the circles.
He was chasing me.
Oh, wow.
And
it took me a while.
It took you a while.
Yes.
Honestly, like when I first met him, I was so not interested. My head was so focused on going to church, and people used to just call me the church girl at work. And I'll soon as church work finished, especially on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays, I'm straight off, because like I have things to do, you know, I need to prepare for the sermon and all these things. And he would approach me, say hi, and sometimes most mornings he would buy me coffee, and I would turn the coffee down, email me for my number. Wow. I would turn it down.
Wow.
And it got to a point, I think he started following me to the station. And I said to him that, you know, I'm the kind of person that if you really want to take me seriously, you will have to follow me to church. And
I like that.
And yes,
he followed me to church.
Oh wow, the desperate man.
Yes, indeed. I mean, from my take, especially from the start, that when I started the working in a company where she works, I walked in there, I saw this young lady sitting down, and I thought, wow, she is really beautiful. Wow. That was the first one I thought to myself. I never mentioned it to anybody else. Then weeks went by, and I was, you know, where does this lady sit down? I need to, you know, find a way to speak to her, get to know her, and here we are in a nutshell. But
all I
like
was thinking was, this Nigerian man is just chasing me everywhere I'm going. Please,
like she said,
I'm saved.
You're saved.
Like she said, it took a while. in terms of chasing and trying to get a number, trying to get right contact. But yeah, she did say, if you want to, get to know me, you need to get to know Christ. So let's go to church. And she kept saying church. I never really paid attention until one day she sent me the address of a church. I never said I was coming. I just turned up. And she wasn't expecting it. She was like, oh my gosh, she came to church. And yeah, ever since then I haven't missed a service.
Wow.
So
are you saying that the church bit was the icing on the cake?
It wasn't even church. It's just a relationship with Christ, because I'm 100% before anything else, God comes first for me. And I always said to myself that even if I'm going to settle down, if I do settle down, God willing, I want my husband to have that as his fundamental as well as mine.
Correct.
And I've just followed that through, and that was the one thing that I put there, and I said to myself, I'm never gonna kind of lose that. And yeah, that was pretty much it.
Wow. God has got a crown for you in
amen
heaven.
Amen.
I mean, this is the essential part of Christianity, bringing people to Christ.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't say she did bring me back to Christ, because I was with Christ before, but then I left.
You left.
And then she showed me the way back.
The way back. Wow.
So
I didn't really show him the way. I mean, I'm sure he knew the way. It's just, I think I put my foot down.
With love, you can do anything. With love, you can do anything. Okay, so how was your relationship like when you guys were dating?
Oh my.
Okay.
Very interesting, actually. I haven't thought of that part.
After you gave him all the stress. And then now finally he said, okay, I'll give you a chance. How was it like? What happened?
I think the one thing that I enjoyed during our dating period was getting to know his family. He has an amazing mom and amazing elder brother. And it was nice to know that it wasn't just the two of us.
Okay.
I was able to sort of communicate with his family, and we kind of really gelled well. So like when we're going out and so on, it's one side of things, but I also got a chance to really kind of know his family.
Okay.
And we learned a lot about each other, that his mom is actually lived in Ghana for almost 30 years.
Wow.
So we speak the language, we speak Ghana, she speaks Tree, and it was just nice to gel. And then with the dating side of things, I just felt more free, because his mum's such a prayerful woman. I felt like, yeah, you know what, I can actually relax. There's not much that I need to do but to really get to know this person as a human being. So yeah, I mean, the first date that we went on to, it was pretty awkward.
Okay.
Funny enough, I was the one. I did offer, didn't I? I did say, let's go to a comedy show.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Why a comedy show?
I just love comedy.
Oh, wow.
I love people that make me laugh, and that's one of his amazing traits.
I see.
And
I always said to her, there's no point paying for comedy when you got one at home.
Oh my days.
It's true, he is.
Okay, so you are someone who can really make her laugh.
Oh my
God. I do my best to make her laugh.
It's terrible.
As you can see, she's always ever smiling. So
yeah, I can see all the smiles around her all the time.
There are times when things are tough, but more times than not, or more often than not, we actually do laugh a lot. So if you come to her, with an invitation, come to our house. Don't just turn up. With an invitation, come to our house. You'll definitely see what I'm talking about. In terms of the dating part of it, when we went to this comedy club, we were listening to the jokes. I was just sitting there thinking, these guys are not that funny now. I can do better than this. But anyway, as we were sitting there, one of the comedians, he said something. Said something like, who are you here with?
Oh no.
And at that time, it was literally the first time we went out together, and I said, this is the future wife.
Wow. Okay, so you said that.
This is the future wife.
And I kind of looked at him like, huh?
That was from the first date, and how many years now? So yeah.
To be honest with you, after we went for dinner, he said to me, and he keeps saying he doesn't remember, but he said to me, I would like to court you. And I was like, what kind of man would say court? Like, the word court is so 1990 something, but he was so serious when he was saying it. I looked at him, and in my mind I thought, oh my god, this guy is actually very serious. He's not thinking of dating, he's thinking of settling down. And yeah, so thereafter I kind of started praying about it straight away. So
okay,
yes.
So
the prayer brought me to church.
I see.
She told me what she did.
I took him to the altar.
You prayed.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
Ladies, take notes.
Of course, these things are pointers.
Yeah.
So you can't afford to miss it. You have to take a notebook and be writing all the pointers down.
You know what the funny thing is, though? I'd actually say I'm glad she did that.
Okay.
Right? Because since I've actually joined the church, I've met a lot of fantastic people in church as well.
Oh, wow.
And through her, there's been a lot of like positivity in terms of Christianity for me. And with her, I believe as though a lot of people might say, okay, we know Janet, but you don't know the real Janet. I know the real Janet because I live with her every day. I see her every day. And I know what she can do. I know what she's capable of.
Of course.
I mean, I might not sing her praises enough to people that I know, but the fact that I can say, okay, Janet wants to do this and she will get it done.
Wow.
That's Janet. She wants to sing, she will sing. She wants to act, she can do it. Anything she wants to do, there you go.
Wow, great. So let me just say a well done.
Blushing.
A big well done to Janet for all the effort you've put through. So for that, I'm just going to play a song which says well done.
Yeah.
Roll it back.
See him, look upon his face. Let us sing forever of his saving grace. On the streets of glory, let me lift my voice. Cares all past, home at last, ever to rejoice. I wanna hear him say, well done. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. Ooh, I just wanna hear him say, well done. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. All I wanna do is hear you say it one time. Write my name in the book, call me one time. That's all I really need, just one time. I can't wait till I see you one time. You gave me my gift, gon' have it back. You fill me with love, so I'll give it back to you. You gave me my husband, you know I love him, and now I'll give him back, so you know I'm all in. Lord, take my children, my family. I want you to know that you have me. I need to know that you're happy. Yeah, when I finally start breathing, I wanna hear you say, well done. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. Oh, I just wanna hear you say, well done. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. All I wanna do is hear you say it one time. Write my name in the book, call me one time. That's all I really need, just one time. I can't wait till I see you one time. I wanna wake up in my heavenly home. All my people bow down to the king on the throne. Hold up, wait a minute. Gold streets, gold mansions. Just because I look gone with a passion. Can't get you in the gates, but if you're asking, he'll give you that life, can you imagine? Living without all his grace. Sometimes I still get amazed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pressure for all of my days until I finally stop breathing. Yeah. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. Oh, I just wanna hear him say, one time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. Yeah. Don't you wanna live 1,000 forever? 1,000 forever. Closer than ever. Closer than ever. Yeah. Don't get any better. Don't get any better. Love forever. Love forever. Worship forever. Do it all just for the love, just for the love and the crown. Did I give you my all? My all. Did I give you my life? My life. You gave me yours, so I gotta give it back. Man, it's only right. Said I wanna hear you say, well done. When you call my name, well done. Can't wait to get back on my way down. Said I when I get to heaven, well done. Gonna sing and shout. Been nobody there. Put me out. Said I will be ready when they call your name. Do you wanna say Jesus? Yeah, yeah. Wait,
So that was well done. And it's going to Janet. Well done for what you've done.
We thank God for everything.
Yes, that was well done. All right. So you did say that you took him to the altar.
I did. I did take him to the altar. I feel as if, especially in this day and age, people rely too much on their own intuition, and if we spend more time kind of praying about a lot of things and, you know, relying on God more about certain, especially, you know, when it comes to relationships, and I knew when growing up, I knew that I came from a home where I didn't have a dad. My dad passed away when I was quite young, and his dad passed away when he was quite young. So I knew that I was in a place where I couldn't do it by myself.
Okay.
And we had a lot of counseling, but the first thing I did when I met him was I took him to the altar. And when I say that, I mean I would go to the altar and I said to God that I want to commit my relationship to him, because I've been in church and I've been in my ministry, my music ministry for so long, and you know, my life has worked out. Not as perfect as I'd expect it to be, but I'm happy. I'm in a place of peace. So for that reason, I want us to be in that place as well if we're moving forward. So yeah, I committed him to the altar, and yeah.
All right. So were you yearning to hear him say to propose for marriage?
No.
It was unexpected.
No.
Yeah?
Very much unexpected.
Okay, so you were just praying for him.
Well, there's a lot of things that we say is a coincidence, but then again, everything works out the way God has structured them to work out. For instance, she was born in February, I was born in February.
Oh, wow.
Our son was born in February.
Ooh.
Yeah, eighth, he's the 8th, I'm the 28th, and our son is the 13th, day before Valentine's.
Wow. So. Wow.
Everything is all February, and
it's all in God's hands.
Exactly. I mean, in terms of
it's reassuring.
Yes, more or less.
Reassuring.
Yes. So yeah, here we are, and
okay.
So, I'd say, yeah, go on.
Yeah. So when did you guys decide to tie the knot?
Hey.
Oh, when was
and why?
Hey, give them the dates.
To be honest with you, if I'm completely honest with you, I did not have marriage in my mind.
Okay.
But in saying this, I did believe that I had a future with him, and I was going somewhere with him. In the past, I've had men come to me and say to me that God has said, you know, you're my husband, you're my wife.
Oh wow!
I've had it many times. I've had enough, say to me that honestly it's not a lie, and I know a lot of females probably go through the same thing where, you know, a lot of men come to you or send you messages and say, you know, I see you being my future wife.
Hey.
God has shown me the dream. He never did that, but funny enough, when I prayed about it, I actually had a dream that we were married. And when I woke up, I said to myself that maybe this is where I'm moving to. And funny enough, when he did ask me the first time, even my man was like, oh Jesus. Oh Lord Jesus. Lord.
Yeah. It was a surprise, I guess.
Yeah.
You decided to cry.
It was a surprise. I think most people expect it, but I guess I just didn't, because I wasn't focused on that. I was more focused on just getting on with things, really, and us just being okay and you know, moving in one direction. That was my main focus, so it did come as a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask, when you guys were dating, were there any challenges?
Yes.
Okay, would you mind sharing?
There were. In terms of me personally, I'm not sure if the public are ready for this, but yes. this is the truth. In my own day, I was the womanizer.
Oh, so okay.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say
nothing. Exclusive.
It's the truth. But you know, things have changed now, and now all I think when I think about that life I used to live was just stressful.
Yeah.
Like, because now they say marriage is difficult, but it's not as difficult as when you're a womanizer. I mean, from when we were dating, there were challenges of, you know, trying to focus on just the one person.
Yeah, there were a lot of females.
And try to cut off everything else. So yeah, we got there in the end. through a dating process. And yeah, today I can honestly say like, okay, yes, I'm free of all that lifestyle, and I'm focused and solely committed to one person, and thank God for that.
Wow, Janet.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I concur.
I'm just speechless. How are you able to just take his attention from all the other ladies?
It's good.
Your prayers really well.
Oh, Jesus. But to be honest with you, I think there is a phase when you're dating when you don't really want to commit. And I feel as if a lot of men are afraid of that word commitment.
Yeah.
Obviously, he is about 6 years older than me. So there's a huge difference. Oh, sorry, 5 years older than me. So there's a huge difference in terms of our age. Not that big, but I think he's at the point of settling down, but he has lived that sort of dating life or dating experience. But when I had met him, I had already started planning out, like I had planned out in my head, Lord, okay, so he didn't have a father, I didn't have a father, so growing up we've only had experiences of mothers. So these are the things I was calculating. And stuff like, oh, you know, he is, you know, he dates a lot, but then he's chasing me, which means he's interested in, or he's seen me as the icing on the, you know,
on the cake.
Yeah. and
very juicy cake.
All of these things. Thank you, dear. All of these things, I was thinking to myself, I really need to calculate it, because if that's the case, what am I gonna start praying on? These are the things I start focusing on the kind of lifestyle I want. But it wasn't based on him. It was just based on just helping or praying for someone. I just like to help people. So he was the only one. Don't get me wrong. For me, he was the only one. But for him, he had a few friends, female friends, and yeah. When I met his mom said to me, "There's a lot of women that come here, but I know you're his wife." And I was like, "Okay, yes, Auntie, thank you."
Wow.
Yes, I felt like it was meant to be. Well, I was confident in myself, and I didn't determine my life on whether he liked me or he loved me or whatever. I was just determined on getting on with things, and I've always been that kind of person. So if he's the one, I know God will weave us together, which is why I turned other men down. It's just I knew that God would weave me with the right person. Yeah, so
great. All right, you know, I can't have enough of these stories. I don't know, I think we have to be here the whole night.
He's been
talking
really
about everything from now to dawn.
Dawn.
So if you are just if you are listening to us, you can actually go to YouTube and watch us live on there. It is ABN Radio UK YouTube page. So go to YouTube and you'll be able to see us live on YouTube. See all the wonderful faces and, you know, all the sweet talks,
and the blushing
on her face, everything happening right there. If you want to contribute to this program or this discussion, you can text me or WhatsApp me on 07887475940. The number again is 0788-747-5940. I want you to get the number right. 0788-747-5940. All right, so you can WhatsApp me or text me on that number. You can also call the studios and contribute to these discussions on 0208 670 7300. 0208 670 7300. All right. You're looking at their faces now.
Well, me.
Cool. You know what? Let me just play this track, and then when we come back, we'll go to Mr. Abby.
No worries.
I feel thorns where my crown was. I'll be weak, but I'm alive from the dust until dawn. Yeah, I'll survive, cause I got sweet victory. Nobody can take it from me. Sweet victory, cause I got sweet victory. Yeah. You see me living, I know you see me living.
You can't tell on these CDs, well, bro, I'm knee deep in it. I'm waiting in my weakness, he may be deep in it. I be lying through my teeth to say I don't resent it. Even as I write these lines, I'm close to tears. My body ain't been working right for 7 years. Miss me with that, keep your chin up, try to smile. Bro, I'm 26, I should feel better by a mile. Keep all your anecdotes and cute quotes. I'll pass on cliches for true hopes. I feel thorns where my crown was. I'll be weak, but I'm alive from the dust until dawn. Yeah, I'll survive, cause I got sweet victory. Nobody can take it from me. Sweet victory, cause I got sweet victory, yeah. Toast to the king, cheers to the center, feeling good, we gon' make it to the finish. Sweet victory, you hear me, highly if you feel me. Yeah, we still running even though we limping. Sweet victory, cause we winning, yeah, you know we winning. Even though we winning, we still in it. Sweet victory, cause we winning, yeah, you know we winning, now we living. Sweet victory. They see me on the stage, they like that boy the man. They hear play on them songs, they clapping in them stands. They like, I bet you got a lot of them stamps from rubber bands. So when I say it's been a few years, they think I'm playing. But you don't know my life, boy. You don't know my life, boy. You don't know what it's been like on my wife, don't know my fight, boy. Been in them trenches, steady trying to break my phone. And when I couldn't fight no more, he rolled me out, he rolled me out. I know I can't bear it out. Feel thorns where my crown was. I'll be weak, but I'm alive from the dust until dawn. Yeah, I'll survive, cause I got sweet victory. Nobody can take it from me. Sweet victory, cause I got sweet victory, yeah. Toast to the king, cheers to the ceiling, feeling good, we gon' make it to the finish. Sweet victory, you hear me, holla if you feel me. We still running even though we limping. Sweet victory, cause we winning, yeah, you know we winning. Even though we win it, we still in it. Sweet victory, cause we winning, yeah, you know we winning, now we living. Sweet victory, yeah. They like, I hear you talking ways, but I see your losses. You celebrating crowns, but I see your crosses. That's the paradox, it don't fit in your merit box. You might not understand it, you out in this pair of socks. The victor ain't the one that's winning, 7th inning. Trophies don't go to the ones that got a good beginning. When I say I win, I mean this day I mean that day, but the grace I say that then I win it cause I reign with him.
So that was Sweet Victory by Triple featuring McDowell. That's a great team there, Sweet Victory. I'm just playing these tunes for them. They've got some Sweet Victory right here.
Yep. Amen. Amen.
Yes. You know, from all the times that Mr. was trying to chase her at work, and then so that was your song, really, Mr.
Yes.
Yeah, that was your song. You had some victory.
I won
because you chased her for long. She didn't give you the chance to even talk to her, to even express your feelings. I know of a friend who was telling a lady that he really liked, and he went to visit the lady and wanted to propose. to the lady, and the lady said it's too late. Like,
oh wow,
the time was around 9 p.m. and you've come to my hostel, and you know my roommate went to sleep.
Oh dear.
So please go out and let's have some.
It is a bit late, though. It is a bit late.
And the guy didn't still get, you know, the whole gist that this girl is not ready for a proposal.
Oh man.
And he still insisted that he wanted to tell her something. Oh Lord have mercy. You know, so he went on to say, I love you, and
wow.
And I'd want to spend the rest of my life with you. And the lady was like, really? Thank you for telling me you love me, but I don't. Oof. It was so harsh.
It's better to know than not to know.
Yeah, I don't have any feelings for you.
Oh wow.
All I know is that we are friends. We are course mates.
Charlie?
There's nothing more. So please, can you leave my room so that I can sleep?
Yeah, that's something I would probably
straight.
say.
Wow.
So some people didn't get that sweet victory. That's what I mean. Some people tried and tried. They still didn't get the victory. But Mr. you got the victory. Of course, you got the victory. So this is sweet. This is sweet for you. All right. So what is life after marriage, Mister?
Life after marriage is... it's difficult, more difficult than anyone would think, really. You'd say you see people on Instagram, or you know, Snapchat, whatever. You see them doing whatever they want to do, and they look all happy. But trust me, you don't know what's going on behind the closed doors.
Yeah.
And for me, marriage so far has been a very, very eye-opening and learning curve.
Journey, yeah.
There's a lot of things I've learned in the times that we've been married, and I believe we're still learning, and there's so many more things to learn. As you know, life is a journey, and I'm glad we're taking this journey together.
Yeah.
And in this marriage so far, there's so many things that we are looking to accomplish, and we are looking to do. Though we don't say them out loud, but in terms of business-wise, or maybe creating something, this is one of the things we're looking to do. Hopefully 2018 will be the year you hear a lot more about us. Not just on social media, but like a big boom. And I do have the backing of several people as well, in terms of, you know, inspirational people.
Okay.
And some people I talk to on a regular basis. Mario and the Macarius team. They back me up as well. So far, marriage has been wonderful. By God's grace, it stays that way.
Okay.
And only gets better from here.
Yeah.
So if you get both of you, if you get a second chance, would you change your mind?
No.
No, not even for a second.
No.
I second what he said. It has been a massive challenge, but it's been a great journey so far, because I'm glad that I'm doing it with him. I just feel as if he's just the type of man that is so understanding. It's easier to kind of get through the tough times, rather than we don't glide through, but it's good that he, like, for example, we go for counseling sessions, and we even had counseling before we got married, which I encourage every couple to do. And counseling is one of the things that he embraced, and I appreciate him for that, because it makes it easier, because like I said, we didn't come from backgrounds where we had two parents who were married for years and years, and you know, it's difficult when you haven't seen that kind of lifestyle. You've just seen it in other people. We haven't actually lived in that situation, and then you say that you're going to come together and have that. I really appreciate the fact that he's ready to sort of ready to be taught as much as I am. So we have our counselling with our Bishop Kingsley Joshua Kotobamfo at our church, Powerland Chapel, and it's made it easier to kind of go through as we pass I would say we're still in the honeymoon phase, but we're kind of passing that now.
How long have you been married for?
Well, it's been how many years now? Oh wait,
he said years.
It's been over a year and how many months?
Still honeymooning. So
there's honeymooning phases, but you know, when you live together, a lot of things are heightened. For example, I mean, just little things, you know, saying thank you when you've cooked, and who does what, and all these things. When you're weaving yourselves as one, you start to realize a lot of things about each other that, you know, if you were dating, you probably would have just broken up with the person in a sense. But because you're not, you just have to, you know, find a way to sort of manage or converse or come to some sort of conclusion regarding or find a solution to that situation, rather than say, I'm not talking to this person and that's it, I'm done.
Well, and like just in terms of what she said about in terms of who does what, it doesn't matter who does what in the house, especially when you're married. It doesn't matter who does what, as long as it's done. So if you have the opportunity to do it first, you do it. Don't wait for your wife to do it. Don't wait for your husband to do it.
And that's why I love my husband so much.
So it's like cooking, cleaning. Okay, I come from work and I come home before her. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm not going to wait for her to come home and cook. Because first of all, I'm in the house already, and I'm hungry. Okay, so I'm going to go to the kitchen.
I'm still doing
still debating.
Because apparently there's this debate on social media.
Cooking.
And there are two groups. Sugar them and pepper them.
Oh Lord!
And you know what sugar means, and you know what pepper means. So the pepper them group are saying that the working class ladies who are married or are in a relationship are not supposed to cook for their husbands.
Whoa!
Because they are working. Why should I come and cook for you?
What about the working class?
And then the sugar them people are also saying that, of course, I'll push Annie in the mouth of my husband. I'll cook for him. I will spoil him. Wow. So now there are two groups. Where do you people belong? I can see that Abby is on sugar them.
Abby is a great cook. Yeah, I have to be honest with you. He's better than I am. I have to say, hands down. He's better than I am. But if we have to ask who cooks the most in the house, it's me.
I cook. The reason why I don't cook more than she does is because I actually don't like cooking.
Yeah, it's true.
But you're a best cook.
Yes, if I have to cook, I would cook. I mean, but on a general term, I just don't like cooking.
How long does it take you to prepare eba?
Oh, that's not difficult.
I still don't pound eba to be pounded jam.
We're talking about proper food here.
Yeah. So let me ask. So now, are you learning to eat some of the Nigerian?
Oh no!
You already even doing it.
We had peanut soup and pounded jam the other day. We kind of weaved it together.
Oh, wow! Everything together.
So he pounded the yam and I made the peanut soup, and we kind of gelled it together, and we carry on. But but working class, I understand what they're saying. It's not easy. It's not easy, and just kind of adding a child into it as well, it's not easy. So if I'm not blending the tomatoes and putting it in the freezer and taking it out, defrosting it, and I'm too tired, at least I know that I have help from time to time without having to call my mom or his mom, and I appreciate that. So I think the older generation, don't you feel like they're a bit more relaxed about these things?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and then it's just the younger generation, especially before they're married, they're like, I remember there was a time that when we were dating, he dropped his plate of rice at an event, and I picked up the rice, and I had someone look at me like, I would never do that for my man. I would never do that. And I was looking, I was like, oh my God, he heard that. In the end, I mean, a few months later we got married, but in the end, it's like these things don't really matter. Yeah, you just have to kind of
exactly. So like she said, it doesn't matter who picks up the plate. Even if she's eating, I'm going to the kitchen, I pick it up and take it to the kitchen.
Yeah,
it's not about down to I'll leave the plate there, Jana, take the plate to the kitchen. No, that's not as meant to be. I mean, as a man, you're the head of the house, but you're meant to also support the house.
Of course.
So if you're providing for the house, provide help for the house. So if you're going to say provide the facilities or ingredients to cook, even though you're not going to cook, stand in the kitchen and watch. That's just providing help by just talking to her while she's doing it. I mean, occasionally I say this, but occasionally when she's cooking, I'm in the living room
watching football
or
playing games
or minding the little boy.
So which I still appreciate.
And there are times when we actually go join her in the kitchen and just talk while she's cooking.
Balance.
So there's always finding the leeway to do everything right.
So you guys are saying that there is no need for gender roles. No. A man is supposed to do this and a woman is supposed to do that.
Well, there has to be a balance.
There's a balance, but then there's a I'd say a slight leaning onto the man in terms of provisioning for the house. So, where I come from, Nigeria, I know for a fact the man is meant to provide for the house. And we come to UK, and UK says everything has to be in balance. But for my own general ideology, it's the man is the head of the home. He provides for the home.
Of course.
But then I mix it a bit with the British culture And I say, okay, so I provide for the house, and I also help in the house.
Yeah, he does.
That essentially, I think will make the home better, because then you're not solely leaving your wife to do everything.
Yeah, he's I hands down. I would tell the truth if he's lying, but he's very helpful, and he always tells people as well when he meets them about these kind of things, because I think it would have been more difficult for me, even going back to work and all this. I wouldn't have been able to manage if I didn't have someone supporting me in a sense. And I think a lot of women go through that stage where they struggle because they're doing everything by themselves. But I mean, kudos to them. Well done to them. And I clap for them, but I just don't see how I could do. I mean, he's my partner. I mean, I want to feel free around him. I want us to be best friends, where it's not like, you know, and you know, when we started, because of my culture, stuff like bankwe and kenke, I'll be bringing him water in a bowl to wash his hands, and he will look at me funny, take the bowl to the kitchen and drop it and go back upstairs, and you know, and it taught me a lesson about the kind of man he is. And obviously, but if we're outside, for example, and we're serving food, I will respectfully serve. If his friends come, I will respectfully do what I need to do, serve them and do the proper thing. But when it's just us, we're just very free, really.
I mean, like, that's the whole point of the marriage. You need to be free with each other. You need to, you know, communicate.
Of course. Communication is very key.
It's very key.
Very key.
It's very key.
I learned it the hard way. I learned it the hard way, but we're getting there. I mean, these days, we don't. We used to argue about things to do with communication. But these days, we argue about things not to do with communication, but maybe things that might have been missed after communication. So it's a lot easier to relate to one another on a different level when you're in that state of mind. And
cool. All right, so what's life after having a child like? You know, I know that you've got a child. Is it that you used to have your alone moments, like when you got married first, and maybe you want to go to the cinemas or maybe go watch comedy, as you said before? You used to have that chance to do it.
To be honest with you, we just traveled in December.
Okay.
We went to Morocco with the little boy. And when we came back we were in Morocco for a couple, 2 or 3 days.
It was
we
like
came back, we dropped him with his grandma, and we took off and went to Ghana
and Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Back to Ghana, and then we came back home.
So we'd still have the time for ourselves if we need it. We need to make the time. So we need to schedule appointments, or maybe see who's going to
find a babysitter.
And if if we're lucky enough, grandma is available to take him. So
all right.
I mean, right now I was with grandma, so
I can tell. All right. So there's a question to you both. First of all, you're saying that greetings to our nice couple in the studio.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
It's really refreshing to hear them share their amazing married life stories to inspire others.
God bless you.
He's saying that I would like to ask if they own a business together, and what is their take on couples working together in an enterprise to build a firm foundation for the family. So what's your take on that?
Well, I think it's really essential for a couple to have a business together. Why? Because if the man brings the idea of the business and the wife actually backs that idea, there's no other person that will be as strong of a candidate than she would be. And vice versa. Especially in a home where both parties support each other really well. So currently, like I said, I'm doing my own IT project on the side, which is the Lupus Day IT Consultants. And just on the way here, she was asking me questions. How far with the business?
You see?
What have you done with this so far? Maybe we should sit down and gather information about this. And when I brought the idea,
exposing me now.
When I brought the idea initially of what we wanted to do, of what I wanted to do with my IT skills, she said, okay, this is something we can do. How about we speak to someone who's got the experience? And see how they can give you advice on how to progress. And that's exactly what we did.
Wow.
That didn't come to my mind. I just said to her, this is my idea.
Wow.
And from there, she took it on, okay, this is what we can do, this is what we can do. And so far, there are so many calls I need to make outside work. I'm just trying to balance both. And not just because of me sitting here saying I've done it by myself. No, she's the one who's been pushing the whole the whole agenda. So
I see.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's all biblical.
Yeah, you all complement each other.
Yeah, it's all biblical.
You know, she's a rip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course. So I can understand that.
I'm his helpmate. So I mean, so long as I have that in the back of my head, that at the end of the day, even though I do have my own dreams, I will support him 100% with whatever he wants to do. And when he brought his idea forward, like he said, I just, you know, found time. I said to myself, I'm going to put time aside to try and help him out, even if it's writing a proposal or doing whatever I need to do to back him. I will do it. And, you know, it helps in terms of our relationship, because it makes us understand that, you know, we've got each other's back. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes you get lost in communication. Like he said, communication is so important. Sometimes you get lost in communication where maybe he will do something that he hasn't relayed, and then it's almost like, you know, there's a separate finance that comes with businesses, and you have to see it in that perspective. So if discussions are not had, sometimes it may come across as if like the finance, you know, you can deal with it by yourself. But you know, so to answer the question, it's not easy. But it's quite refreshing. It's quite refreshing to do something with your partner, even if it's a very small business. It doesn't have to be a huge thing, but just finding something that you both enjoy doing together and just taking it up on yourself. We used to work together, and we loved it. We used to have lunch together, and you know, it was great. It was great, and you know, we don't regret it. It wasn't like he was annoying me. Well, at the beginning he was, but I mean, I embraced it. I embraced it when we started dating, and so yeah, it's refreshing. It's refreshing.
She used to get a lot of free coffees in the morning.
I did, yeah.
Just trying to win her heart. Wow. You see, guys, you know, if you're a guy and you're listening, these are the tips that you can't afford to miss.
On the
free coffee
in the morning.
So if you spot a lady in your office,
I mean, you know, the most complicated things are always the simplest things. In a way, in terms of well, for her in the morning, what she needed was coffee, or it depends on what she desired that morning. All I ask, what do you want? Okay, that's what you want. I'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to a point where I started pushing out, because there were times that she was coming late for work, and I used to say to her, like, look, this is not about you. It's not about the company. It's about your personality and how you project yourself. You need to be on time. So when I leave the house, I'll call her. Okay, I've left the house. How are you?
15 minutes.
Are you ready?
15
Make sure
minutes.
you're there on time.
Yeah.
So I kept on pushing her, and after a while, she was getting to work before I do.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, she's never been.
Good to push
There's
each
maybe
other.
times when she's late. She's just maybe because of traffic or something. Apart from that, it's been brilliant.
Yeah.
I see. You guys look like some two little birds trying to weave a nest, and then, you know, I actually adore you both.
Oh, thank you. Right.
So, you know, I'm inspired by your stories, your experiences, and I'm sure
hasn't been easy.
Of course, I know. We are coming there. We are coming to the challenges very soon. So don't think you've escaped it. If not, let's just take these messages and we will come back and do this.
It's very scary to get onto the property ladder. No, it's not. Yes, it is. 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 No, it's not.
Lay away your fears about the property market. Watch out for the new property and lifestyle show in association with On Point Property Limited, coming soon on ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station.
When the Harrison family had a smart meter installed, they weren't entirely sure whereabouts in the home they'd be able to save energy. But they were determined to get gas and lecky under control. With the help of the handy in-home display, it didn't take long to see which energy guzzlers were costing the most money. Aha! Now gas and lecky don't stand a chance. The Harrisons are determined to keep their energy waste to a minimum. Contact your energy supplier today about getting your smart meter at no extra cost.
Of course, we are back here on ABN Radio UK, your London's Afropolitan station. This is the Mixpiration show, and the current discussion is all about love, marriage, dating, all the tips that you can think of. They are giving them out. They are exclusives, so you can't afford to miss it. If you know anyone who is about to get married, or somebody who is in marriage but is facing some difficulties, They are here to help you out with what you can do, survive your marriage or take you to the next level that you want to see your marriage at. So this is Abby and Janet, Mr. and Mrs. What's the name again?
Ologun.
Ologun. That's the Nigerian pronunciation. I used to say Ulugun. How dare me? This is Ologun, Mr. and Mrs. Ologun. Thank you so much, and for sharing your life stories with our listeners. They are very grateful.
Our pleasure.
You know what? In everything there are challenges.
Yes. Yeah.
Even in the church, there are challenges. Pastors do face challenges.
Yes.
In marriages, there are challenges.
Yes.
I would ask you first, Janet.
Oh.
Ladies first.
Yes, ladies first. What? First of all, what is the one thing that you don't like about him?
Oh, wow.
We are going there now. One thing that you don't like. I gave you all the chance to be very comfortable. Now you are going to the hot seat.
Hey.
The seat is going to be hot now.
Hey.
Okay, so
start rocking left to right.
Yes. So one thing that you don't really like about him, so today you are going to spill
It's so
it out.
interesting. We were in the car and we were kind of having a jab at each other, like nitpicking. And I said to him, I'm going to report you on radio. He said to me, he's going to report me on radio because I didn't cook, a stew with meat in it yesterday for him. And I said to him, well, who's supposed to be providing the meat? But it was really because we're on a diet. So we're kind of nitpicking. But now that you asked me, I'm thinking to myself, if there is anything, I mean, gosh, I feel like I'm on the spot now.
Just one.
Just one. Okay.
And then I'll be coming to you. So prepare your mind.
Wow.
I'm thinking it.
You can't say nothing, but surely there is something.
Well, I suppose this one is like for most men anyway, and it's again, like he said, we're working on it, but it's communication, is understanding each other's love language. His love language, funny enough, he's more romantic than I am, but I'm more sentimental than he is. So certain things as
big
birthdays,
romantic, sentimental. Yeah, let me write them down. Yeah, I'm listening.
Birthdays, Christmas, these little things, Valentine's, Mother's Day and stuff. I'm a sentimental person, so even if it's not my own mother, I'm probably going to be sending this to my spiritual mother, my mother, his mother. Everybody's going to get a card, flowers, chocolate, and he's the kind of person he's a bit more like kissy and huggy and bum pinching, and these are the kind of things like I'm like, oh, I understand you want to do something, but I've got things to do, I'm busy, and these are the things. And for me, that's my love language. It's more like the sentimental part of things. That's what I love. And his love language is more based on like, I love you and all these things. So these are the little things that like maybe he doesn't understand mine, I don't understand his. So we're kind of working on kind of weaving that part together. Yeah. So that's one of the things that.
Okay, well noted, Mister. What's yours?
Yeah, well, since you asked the question, I've been sitting here trying to figure out what the most difficult, what the thing is that I don't like about her. And honestly, I'm still thinking. I mean, because there were times when I'd say, "Oh, there's a lot of things I don't like about this," but all those things have been ironed out now, and now I'm trying to figure out like what it is. Okay, I mean, like, maybe just nitpicking and just the little things, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that shouldn't really matter at all. Maybe the way she kicks my slippers under the bed.
Stop it! Oh no! Do you see?
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Oh my
That's so funny.
I wake up and I'm looking for my slippers and it's under the bed.
Oh my god!
She tells me my slippers is taking up space.
Well, it does take up space.
I haven't got that big a foot. My feet aren't that big.
Where should it go? Where should it go?
Just right next to me. You know what? This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. It's very funny. What? But how could you put your slippers under the bed?
Every time.
They're encouraging.
Can you imagine waking up halfway through your sleep and you're looking for slippers? You have to come under the bed to look for slippers.
What?
Then you're awake.
He hates walking barefooted, basically.
Of course.
Even though there's carpet around the house, I don't want to walk barefoot.
Yeah, of course.
I can't. I just can't.
From today onwards, I'll be finding out whether you still keep the slippers on the bed. Wow, great. All right. So coming back to the challenges, those were just for you both, like individual ones. Coming back to the challenges as a couple, What are the challenges we've been facing after marriage?
Challenges after marriage.
Well, with people or with just ourselves, between the two of us?
Anything that you guys find as a challenge, that you know that this thing is something that's standing between us, or probably anything. It could be your child, it could be your work, it could be anything.
What? Oh, do you want to go first?
No, just thinking what's standing between us. I don't think there's anything standing between us at the moment. By God's grace, nothing will stand between us.
Amen.
Given the fact that God is between us, so He's the center of everything. Nothing can come in between us in Jesus' name.
But
so, go ahead.
We could say, for example, Elias, like my son, our son, an amazing young man, turning 1 next week. And yeah, he's amazing young
happy birthday in advance.
He's just the best, and he's such a gentleman. But you know, he requires a lot of attention, and because we're both working, and the only times I have off is my part-time, you know, time that I'm off, and even then he's working, so the only time we have is probably Saturdays and Sundays together. Saturdays sometimes maybe we have to visit family or do things separately, and we don't really have as much time as we used to. Back then it was easier to kind of see each other go out and all these things, but now it's mostly evenings, cooking, watching a bit of television, putting the boy to bed. And even in bed it's just like it's like we kind of need to just focus for the next day. So I think that's a very big challenge that we've been facing recently, but it's not really a challenge, like you said, it's not really a challenge, it's just something we're kind of figuring out.
It's a workaround sort of thing. So well, for me, it's difficult for me to find challenges.
The night shifts, maybe.
The
night shifts, for baby night shifts at the start was a difficult one.
It was very difficult, but then we came to an agreement where I'll be doing the night shift.
He's doing the night shift,
and I've been doing it ever since. So,
he has. He's been faithful.
So in terms of it's become a normal thing for me now. Like once I hear him just move or cry, I know what to do. So I just get up, do what I need to do, and that's it. I mean, we've been through processes or situations where I'm so tired. I'm just like, okay, tonight I cannot do it. And she'll be like, okay, that's fine.
Take over.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Just this one time. And
it's all about understanding each other. Exactly. You know what?
Night shift was hard.
All I would say to Janet tonight is that put a padlock on Mr's body, because all these nice girls listening to him will go like, this is a perfect man. You know,
there's Holy Ghost fire surrounding my husband.
Let them listen and apply it to their own relationship.
Of course. All right, so let's take a break and we'll be back shortly.
Oh my God.
Everybody's got a blank page, a story they're writing today, a wall that they're climbing. You can carry the past on your shoulders. You could start over, regrets. No matter what you've gone through, Jesus, He gave it all to save you. He carried the cross on His shoulders, so you could start over.
Don't let your heart be troubled, don't be afraid. To the broken-hearted, their wishes paid. Never been born, never been torn, never sinned, never disobeyed. I know you think there's no hope, but that ain't true. Jesus saves. I know you feel a regret, like I brought this all on myself, like I messed it up big time, and this time I don't deserve God's help. Thinking, how can God forgive me after knowing what I did? Can He? After knowing that I hid from Him and I stayed away and backslid. Listen, Jesus came for the sick, so true. Jesus came for the weak. Amen. Jesus came to give good news and to set the captives free. Amen. Listen, Jesus came for the poor. Amen. Jesus came with the keys. Amen. Jesus came to remove the chains so the prisoners.
Everybody's got a blank page, a story they're writing today, a wall that they're climbing. You can carry the past on your shoulders. You can start over, regrets. No matter what you've gone through, Jesus, He gave it all to save you. He carried the cross on His shoulders, so you can start over.
See, His love is deeper than into his arms like an open door. God the Father sent the Son, so make him come and be free, ain't gotta run no more. Come to me, all who are weary, with heavy burdens I'll give you rest. Separating you from your sin, as far as the east is from the west. Thrown in the sea of forgiveness, what sin?
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hold on and we will take you on air, yeah?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Avery and I'm calling from Croydon.
Okay, Avery.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'm really inspired by the couple out there. They're doing a good job. And they're so cute, they're so amazing, and
thank you.
I pray
Thank you very much. God bless you.
God leads them through the marriage.
Amen.
And I mean, I'm so inspired this evening, so that's just
well, thank you so much. God bless you so much.
God bless you. God bless you for calling. Do you have any comment, any question for them anyways?
Not that I can think of. I think they've summed up everything, so they're doing a good job, and they've really inspired me tonight. So that they said a lot of things, and that's my daughter. Anyway. She wants to say hello.
Hello.
Anyway, so keep up the good job, and may God be in your marriage at all times.
God bless you.
All right, bye-bye.
God bless you for calling. God bless you so much.
Okay,
all right.
bye-bye.
God bless you. All right, so as you heard, that was the wonderful lady who called, and he says that she adores and admires your marriage. I told you that people are getting inspired. So it was great you came. You know, it was very great.
Really, thank God. We prayed about it. Thank God.
Yeah. All right, so if you are listening to us right now, as every code, you can also call us on 0208 670 7300, 0208 670 7300. You can also WhatsApp or text us on 0788 747 5940. Number again is 0788 747 5940. So I hope you got that. And the number to call is 020 867 07300. All right, so drop us a line. Let us know what you think about the program. Any comments, any contributions, any questions, let us know, and we will be glad to answer that for you. Okay, great. Thank you so much. At the moment, time is about 43 past 7. Time really flies. Time really flies.
Gone like that.
Yeah, we've got just a few minutes to wrap up, but we will make sure we do it. Great. All right, so let me ask you. There's Vows Day around the corner. Just hold on. It looks like... Hello?
Hello, hi.
Hi.
I was wondering if I could be on air. I'd like to say something.
Yeah, you are live on air. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, so my name is Natik, and I happened to come on the radio station, and I listened a few lines, and I was really inspired.
Oh, thank you.
This is my first ever time listening to your station.
Oh.
What a wonderful show, I must say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And also, one of the greatest things I liked about what the couple you were interviewing said about how how stereotypical our cultures are. Because I'm from an Indian background, and we have the same scenarios, and we have the same sort of stereotypical males who go around and say that I'm the leader of the house and I shouldn't really help or support or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I think the new generation is actually changing that.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that like media and the radio stations are acknowledging that and changing people's mindset.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contributions. We are really grateful for your call. Yeah, tonight.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Keep listening. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So as I said, you can also call us right here and tell the wonderful couple here that they are doing a great job and also contribute to the program. This is the Deep Convo segment on the Mixpiration show, and it is by yours truly, Bright, in the hot seat, and I'm trying to put them also in the hot seat. That's why I've been asking them those questions.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 1.
Of course. All right, there's Vows Day around the corner. You see, that was the response I was hoping to get.
The reason why I say hey is because our son is born on the 13th of February.
Okay,
so 14th of February is Vows Day, which means.
Well, we thank God because I get my day and he gets his. I mean, imagine if it was one day. I would feel jealous. It's like we have to share a day.
So there's no sharing.
No sharing.
You see,
my time is my time, darling.
Of course. I did try to make her hold it for another 24 hours. Didn't work. But Vows Day is around the corner. There's a lot of planning to do in terms of our son's first birthday. So Vows Day will have his day. But there's planning for his son's birthday as well. So all in all, we have to balance it. The book has to be balanced somehow.
Okay, so what is balancing?
See, now the wife is asking what is balance. The wife wants to understand the balancing.
One thing she doesn't like surprises.
Okay,
so this time I'm going to keep that one a surprise.
Oh no!
Yes,
this time.
I mean,
oh no!
I remember trying to plan a birthday party for her.
I knew you'd say this.
She wouldn't. She actually got angry at me. Can you have a birthday party for me? Only to find out that there was a surprise.
It was done. Of course.
Yeah, literally. I was just gobsmacked and I felt ashamed, to be honest with you, because it was amazing.
Because every time she asked me what I was doing, I said nothing. Now let's just leave this year and just, I totally played it cool, like nothing was happening. She asked everybody, they said nothing's happening, nothing that they know of. They started calling me like they actually didn't know, saying, "Oh, Abby, why are you not planning anything for a birthday?" They knew I was planning something for a birthday. They were all going to attend the surprise party. Only her didn't know.
Only I didn't know.
She pushed and pushed and pushed until I said to her,
that was a lesson learned.
Party for you.
That was a lesson learned.
Great. So Vows Day is just
back
around
to
the corner.
question.
Yes. Mr. tried to swerve it.
I know you did try to swerve it.
Not when you are in the hot seat.
Oh, ladies, find a man like Bright. He will, so they don't swerve.
Mine is waiting for me anyway. So I'm not swerving mine. Mine is waiting for me at home. Obviously, yes. So, do you think? Let me ask you, the man first. Do you think that Vows Day puts a lot of pressure on men?
Well, it depends on the man. Well, for me, like I said, I'm so laid back. There's not much pressure on me to do. Okay, there are things I need to do on Vows Day to acknowledge the fact that, okay, this is the day we actually celebrate our love together or what we've built together. But for me, it's not just that one day. I believe it's all through the year. I can always do that anytime. I don't have to wait for the 14th of February for me to celebrate my love for my wife. So I can do that today. I can do that tomorrow. I can do that any other time.
Yeah.
You sound like a man, definitely.
The only thing that makes 14th of February significant is the fact that they call it Valentine's Day. Every day can be Valentine's Day.
Okay, I concur.
No, don't concur. Don't concur. Just take flower.
But I don't ask for much anyway. He knows
there
that.
You go.
I don't ask for much. Flowers, chocolates, and I'm usually very happy. And the one thing I would advise females is don't listen to your friends because you hear things like, oh, he bought me Louboutins and
to this place,
Valentinos and all these things, and we fleeted Barbados and
Valentine's Day, wasted money.
Honestly, I mean, it's amazing if you have the money for it, but to kind of go out of your way to kind of break your bank and say you're going to be doing this for this person when you probably haven't saved for your child, for example, because we're doing that, or saved for a mortgage, or saving for, if you're not doing these things and then you're saying you're going to buy the biggest car for this person or the biggest this for that person, even me, I'll tell you, don't do it. It's the biggest mistake ever, and I would advise ladies and even men to just not go there. I mean, if you find someone who is happy with just having a smile on, because women, we don't really ask for much.
It's true.
We don't ask for much.
Because there were times when we're celebrating Valentine's Day and I say to her, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. She's like, no,
it's too much.
That's just too much.
It's too much.
Something simple. Keep it simple. From there. And she used to say to me, we need to start, if you're going to spend that money on Valentine's Day, just save it for something better. We need to start saving towards the mortgage. We need to save and get a better car. We need to say do this. And I started thinking to myself, this is the kind of person that I actually want to get married to.
You know, recently we had a discussion. He said he wanted to buy a Range Rover before the end of this year, and I said to him, no, because let's focus on the house. Let's focus on doing the house thing first, and then let's just get decent.
Gosh, she wants a Ford Focus. I was like, no, not
wait, but what's wrong with a Ford Fiesta?
You know, I would say you are very lucky.
You went there.
To have a wife who was the least. Because I'm not, no disrespect, but most ladies would say, let's go for the top one.
Yes. Thank you.
But if she's saying that go for the least, come on, you have to grab it.
I understand where she's coming from.
People have insulted me.
But the thing is, the thing about the car thing is, I'm trying to get the car for the company rather than for our own personal use.
So based on the company,
for the image, not for the image of the company and what I'm trying to build. I wouldn't drive a Ford Fiesta to a medium or CEO of a top company. Yeah, they look at me like, this guy's not ready.
You want when they see you from the onset, they go like, yeah, he means business.
We're both being realistic here, aren't we? Because
the thing is, I've got clients that are in top places at the moment. So going to them, I make sure I do not drive to them.
Okay.
So if they see me, okay, you got the cab here all the way from your house. Brilliant. Not the one where you see me driving. Oh, no. But the day they see, okay, this guy has arrived in his company car and it's a Range Rover, they know, okay, this
means business.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more of family. I'm just thinking more of, you just really need a car for 2 kids and husband and wife, family car, and people our age were struggling.
It's that big that someone did the entire family.
Exactly. But people our age, we kind of want to live this lifestyle that I feel as if it's just something that someone who's maybe 40 or 50 will be living, and we want to live there. We want to buy a Porsche and we want to buy these things, and at the end of the day, God willing, we will get there. But at this time, and place, it makes me sad because a lot of, especially Caucasian people, they've got it right, in a sense where they've, especially with their parents. That's why I mentioned, like, we've come from a background where we haven't had 2 parents. Some parents have saved for their children. Some parents have bought houses and left it for their children. Some parents have done all of these things. So all the kids have to do is kind of grow up, settle down, and take those places or take those savings and get on with it. And we've come from a background where we have had none of these things. We have to work twice as hard, 10 times as hard
to make
for
sure
these
our kids
things.
don't go through the same thing.
Exactly. So these are the things that we can. Come to think about it, some of the things that we do talk about.
The things we argue about are something like this. In terms of, okay, perspective, your perspective in terms of, okay, this car issue. The first time she mentioned to me she wanted a Ford Fiesta, I was like, God forbid. God forbid.
There is nothing wrong, and I'm so sorry for anyone who has a Ford Fiesta. There is nothing wrong.
Sorry about Ford Fiestas. It's just,
there's nothing wrong.
It's not something no. I've always, when we pray, I pray for something that will make the family comfortable. And from our perspective, in terms of, okay, financial wise, can we go for the Range Rover and be okay? And I believe, okay, yes, we can. But what she's saying on the long term does make sense.
Okay.
So
10 years time, 15 years time.
Yeah. Do we go for the Range Rover now?
You know what? I wish we had more time. But let me just play this, and then when we come back, we will be talking more.
The Discourse on ABN Radio, engaging our community with discerning conversation.
Join me, Esther Alade, every Wednesday morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on The Discourse, where we will be redefining perspectives with authentic analysis.
Join The Discourse every Wednesday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on ABN Radio. The Discourse on ABN Radio, engaging our community with discerning conversation.
Join me, Esther Alade, every Wednesday morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on The Discourse, where we will be redefining perspectives with authentic analysis.
Join The Discourse every Wednesday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on ABN Radio.
The property ladder. No, it's not. Yes, it is. 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 No, it's not.
Lay away your fears about the property market. Watch out for the new property and lifestyle show in association with On Point Property Limited, coming soon on ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station.
All right, so this is the Mixpiration show with myself, Bright, and as you heard, we got this wonderful, gorgeous couple that we admire so much. Our callers told us, those who texted us told us, all those listening are telling us that they are awesome. How awesome are you? So awesome. Thanks so much for sharing your experiences with us. But I just want to ask one final question. I know I've got a lot to ask, but time is not permitting me, and I hate it. I really wish I had a lot of time.
I'm sure time will come when we can, come back and.
Yeah, there will be a part 2. That would be great.
Level part 2. Level part 2.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yes. In a nutshell, it's been fantastic being on the show.
Yeah, so all I want to ask is, what final words would you want to say? Like, any advice for those who are yet to enter into marriage, those who are already in marriages and are facing issues? Any advices each? Mister, can start.
My only advice to young people getting married and people who are already married is just be patient with one another. With patience, there's a lot of things that you can listen to, you can relate with your partner. There's so many things. With patience, you can accomplish anything as a married couple, and that's my own side of it, really. And I'm sure she's going to say communication.
No, actually, what I was going to say is seek counselling. Counselling is so important. There's so much that you don't know, and we still don't know, and we're still learning. So seek counselling, whether if it's your church pastor, or whether it's an adult that you can trust, or a couple that you can trust. I would advise to just seek counselling and put God first in everything, especially females who want to settle down the near future. Put God first and mind your attitude, because a lot of them are well endowed and well established and can cook and everything, but the attitude is a bit like, they're so high standard and they speak that way that it can scare some people off. So so attitude, putting God first and seeking counseling.
All right, attitude, putting God first and seeking counseling. Great words. A word to a wise is enough. I'm sure that all of you've heard enough from us. We didn't get enough time anyway to discuss more.
It's been fun.
Hopefully they will be back for a part 2. Fingers crossed, and I'll let you know when they are coming back. They are awesome couple. We can't have enough of them.
Would love that.
Yes, of course. All right, so next week I've got this great couple as well. They go by the name Abigail and Kofi. They are also coming to share their life experience as they did today with us. So just stay tuned and keep your eye on our socials for their flyer and more details for next week's Deep Convo. This is your man Bright, and this is Mixpiration Deep Convo. Good evening, and thank you so much for listening. God bless you.
Put your hands in the air for
I might do this forever. I might do this forever. I might do this forever. I might do this forever, man. I might do this forever. I might do this forever. I might do this forever. Let's do it forever. I might do this forever, man. Who needs your loan? Ain't in the market, I'm in home. I spill way more than 3 seconds in my zone. We just mobbing, marching to his metronome. This lefty out to his aromas, my cologne. Yes, sir. Tell him to run it back. No slowing, I'm running laps. Ain't showboating, he want me back. Yes, sir. Tell him the bottom line. Feel like we beef out the
time. Heard through the letters, no dollar sign. I feel like there's no limit. Overflowing, I'm so finished. It's so finished. Got to go like Olympic. Feel like I'm in Neverland. Countless my forever brand. I'm brand new, no second hand. Ooh, I got more living to do. I don't know aging. Salute, I got the family youth. Sipping on Nathan. Ain't heard of no defeat. Winning on repeat. Think he looped it. Ain't no stopping in my future. Cause I might do this forever. 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 I might do this forever, man. Ever, man. I ain't never heard of stop. I won't never hit a wall. Tell them nothing never hold me in its jaw. So I might do this forever. I might do this forever. I might do this forever, man. Ever, man. Ever, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm out in my train. Y'all can't kick my stain. I've been a laid-back dude in the crew, but I still might hit my dance. I don't wanna hear no rain. Girl, better get your man. My new dream, oh, just like being when I get my chance. Oh no, I got us looping all day. Slow-mo, wait, see that piece on my face. What more could they want from me? What more could they do to me? I just been acting brand new, but that ain't nothing new to me. I feel like it's no limit. Words of life make for no sense. It's so finished. That makes it none of your business. I'm a survivor, bruh. I don't know no retire, bruh. I can't lie, cause this body, it may expire, but ooh, I got more living to do. I don't know aging. Salute, I got the family youth. Sipping on Nathan. Ain't heard of no defeat. Winning on repeat. Think he looped it. Ain't no stopping in my future. Cause I might do this forever. Might do this forever. I might do this forever. I might do this forever. I might do this forever, man. Ever, man. I ain't never heard of stop. I won't never hit a wall. Tell them nothing never hold me in its jaw. So I might do this forever. I might do this forever, man. Ever, man. I might do this forever. I might do this forever.
Mixpiration with Bright every Sunday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. is just fun. It's exciting. It's a mix of contemporary R&B and pop gospel music right here on ABN Radio. Enjoy great tunes every Sunday evening with Bright on Mixpiration, a blend of great inspiring songs just for your Sunday evening relaxation. Tune in from 6 to 8 p.m. this and every Sunday. They're on ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station.
Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it.